and now we're streaming there too. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the channel. So first and foremost, resource guarding. That's one of my biggest hitters for me because a lot of people get very overwhelmed. Most times, resource guarding starts as a puppy. The most common. Not every case. Every case is different, of course, but for the most part, resource guarding, as it stands for the most part, that is puppies will try to get the milk from mom, and there's no milk left. They're getting bullied. They're the weak link, essentially a weakling. Um, Whenever they get to mom, after all the puppies push them out of the way, then there's nothing left. And then it comes for the food. Then all the puppies are scarfing down this little bowl of food, and that dog has nothing left. So what ends up happening is the dog starts thinking, I got to protect this because I don't know when I'm going to eat again. So this is a very common thing that happens, especially for street dogs. Today I was dealing with a dog from Mexico, and basically it was a street dog, and no sort of aggression towards people, very fearful of people, but not really aggressive. But the other dog, surprisingly enough, had resource guarding. And so what I normally do to start with resource guarding, depending on how severe it is, and if you guys have any dogs who has any sort of resource guarding, please let me know. I'd love to hear what's going on and kind of guide you through it. What I normally do in a situation where resource guarding is present, first thing I have to ask is, how is the dog feeling around people? And I know it sounds silly, but the goal is to figure out if there's trust missing with the parents. Because if there's trust missing there, my first goal is to not even introduce the food dish yet. My goal is to build that trust up with mom or dad. Typically, it's just the way it is. Most people, masculine features, guys typically are a little bit more reserved, a little bit more or less likely to be all cutesy with the dog. Just in my history, feminine, any female or any feminine qualities typically will be cutesy with the dog, and so they build trust faster. So imagine it's myself, my dog has resource guarding. My first stage would be building the trust up. Can my dog come to me when I call? Can your dog, when you try to let them outside, are they hesitant to pass by you? All of that matters. It's not just about resource guarding, it's about everything that's happening in the big picture. And so what I first start off with is building trust. If I grab a treat, like, let's see if it'll pop up here. This is Northern Biscuits. I use this one for my two dogs because one of my dogs has pancreatitis, so she can't handle high levels of fat. So I use something like Northern Biscuit because there's basically nothing into it. It just is yummy for the dog. And I'm just going to sit here and I'm just going to throw treats from a distance. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to be throwing treats. Getting the dog used to me being around. Getting the dog feel comfortable with me being around. That is my first stage. Bear with me for a second. Sorry, I'm not very good with using YouTube. Something's going on with YouTube where it's not allowing me. Maybe I'm on Facebook. I have no idea what I'm doing. I can handle dogs. I'm not so good with setting up live. But I want to do live because basically it helps everyone out. Especially around the holidays. You're freaking out, your dog's freaking out, you have people coming over, and you don't know what to do. So it's important that we have that base foundation. So going back to resource guarding, what I'd be fixating on is building trust first. I want to make sure that my dog trusts me, and that's going to be the start goal. Then once we get to there where you can call your dog over, the dog is doing great and there's no questions there, then I start utilizing the food dish. As I talk, I'm going to be looking this way. I do apologize. I'm using like 3 different cameras and I don't know how to use any of them. But what I'm going to be focusing on is really building trust up. The thing about resource guarding is that the fear comes in where your dog's thinking you're going to take away. We don't want to take away. That's not our goal. Our goal is to give, not take away. And so for me, what I first start doing is having an empty dish. All I want to have is an empty dish on the floor. Every time you walk by, throw a treat. Throw a treat.